hello, good morning and welcome back. Can we just take a moment for that yellow Stanley? I am so impressed with how that's come out. I'm so happy with it. The plan today is to be super productive. So what I did last night is sat down and made a really long list of everything I need to get done, and then I've separated those things into individual days so that we can kind of tick things off as we go along in small chunks. So today is one of the small chunks. I'm about to pack up a Sparkle subscription that came through yesterday, and then I have got 2 Sparkly Stanleys to pack up which have already been curing. So I'm gonna go and get the sparkles for the subscription. We'll get that packed up. Let's just actually check to make sure it is, in fact, the delivery we have been waiting for. Yay! Okay, wow. So this is... Right, that is a whole load of glitter jars, the exact glitter jars that I have used forever and a day to... well, both to store and sell my own glitters. Okay, let's get these glitters decanted. These 2 are what I have left of the glitters that wouldn't fit in the jars last time because I didn't order enough of the jars on the shelf. So these all need to get decanted first. And then once I've established which glitters are still not on the glitter walls, I will just take one packet off the wall and decant that into a jar, and then we can get them all onto the walls in a nice, like, neat rainbow order. I cannot do this anymore. Look, didn't even know that was in there. That jar was in there. It was so deeply buried, I didn't even know it was there. So let's get these glitter jars organized. Wow, it is so hot today. But it's like, oh no. Oh no, we're okay. Yeah, it's like muggy hot. Also, I mean, it is virtually pitch black outside and it looks like it's about to smash it down, which is just not fun because I have content. Again, why is it always I have content that I need to take, and I really wanted to take it in my garden because I wanted the backdrop of like maybe the grass, but I wanted natural daylight. Clearly today that is not going to happen. So I've just printed the shipping to get those parcels off and out the door. Now that I have got all of the glitters that were my own stash are now in jars. They can go on the glitter wall, so we're going to rearrange them all because obviously now the rainbow will all be out of kilter. So we're going to rearrange the rainbow glitter wall, and then because I ordered so many jars, I literally ordered enough jars that would fit on the number of shells that I've got. So once these are on the wall, we're going to establish which glitters of mine that I do not have in a jar somewhere. Then we can decant those into jars and then they can go on the wall. So slowly but surely, we are going to create the glitter wall of dreams. Right, so I've already come across the first glitter that I need to put on the shelf that isn't in a jar, and that is one of my brand new ones actually. Sorry, don't know why I'm stood right up close to you. So yeah, it's one of the brand new ones. This is called Life's Too Short and it's the new pastel yellow. So that is a fine glitter. We're going to get that into a jar and then that can go up there too. Honestly, you should see outside right now. It is slamming it down. So the good news is I now officially have all the jars that I have made up. They are on the shelves and in the correct order. The not so good news is that now my job is to go through, I need to go manually one by one through every single glitter that I offer in the shop and basically cross-reference that against my own stash to work out which ones need to be decanted into jars. That is going to be a lengthy task, so I don't think I'm going to bring you along with me for that because that's just going to be the most boring thing ever. Good morning. As you can tell, it's a new day. I ran out of time yesterday to finish filming after I decanted all of the glitters into the jars and put them on the walls. But I did get that done. And then I placed a big restock. So we have got lots of, well, mostly restock glitters coming, but also some new ones. So I will be able to fill up my glitter jars even more. I also went live yesterday whilst I was doing some of my glitter decanting, and the amount of interest I had in the empty jars really surprised me. And I had interest in it a long time ago, like way back when I very first started out doing this business. And I don't really know why I never kind of went into it. So long story short, I put out a post yesterday to see if there would be interest in purchasing the empty glitter jars as one item, and then as a separate item I can do the labels for you. Right, so here we go. So this is the empty jar that I'm going to list on the website. As you can see, it's got a flip lid so that's the free pour, the kind of heavier pour, and then on this side it is more of a like sprinkler. So if you had like really fine glitter in there, it would be easier, or it would just sprinkle a lot more gently. So this is the actual empty jar. This is also the exact same jar that I sell my actual glitters in for the ones that I have in jars as well as the refill pack. Then, so on my actual jars that I sell the glitters in, they come with obviously a label to show the name of the glitter. It also has my logo sticker on the other side. That's actually the old version. I've got a new one since then. So what I'm planning to do is list the jar as one listing, so you can purchase as many jars as you like for your own glitter stash. And then if you wanted them to all be uniform and remember the names of them all, I know it's easy for me to remember them without the label. Obviously for you guys, you don't live and breathe them, so you may need the labels. Then I'm going to do a separate listing just for the labels. So you'll be able to order them separately, but you can order them to go together. The jars you can obviously do with whatever you choose. With the labels, I am only offering the label service for my own Little Isla Co glitters. So there will be a free type box where you can type in the name of the glitters that you want printed on the labels, but obviously they will only apply to the Little Isla Co glitters. So you could buy 10 jars and 10 labels and they would all look nice and uniform like mine. Right, I'm much better now. I just had to take some quick product photography and some videos and stuff. That was actually the July Sparkle subscription glitters. So if you're seeing this before July, which I think you will, then you can consider that as a sneak peek. So I have just had a delivery through, so I thought let's just open it together. So I actually ordered this from the wonderful Kim. Kim has a small business called Kim's Crafty Creations, and she has recently branched out into like beadable pens, and in particular what I was drawn into was the pokey tools. I use these for all sorts of things, so I thought who better to order one from than Kim. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at this. Oh, look at that. So I use this to remove the like vinyl protectants on my Stanley tumblers, like the little epoxy blockers. I pick them off with this so that I don't have to touch the resin. Honestly, I use them for so much I can't even think. But anyway, this is just so super pretty, and obviously I wanted it to be lilac, so I basically ordered it and I just said to Kim, just anything. I'm going to give you free reign, but it needs to be lilac, and I don't want... So she has these, like, I think they're called Doorables. So they're like little characters, almost like caricature type large beads that go on the top of her pens and stuff. And they're so cute, but they're just not my bag. So I just said to her, lilac, sparkly, pretty, but no characters. And then she sent me a couple of pictures of some she'd made, and I was like, yeah, that one with the bow. It's just so cute. I've linked those in the description box below for you. Kim is currently selling on TikTok Shop. So if you're not already, go and give her a follow. Get one for yourself. They are super cute and super practical for crafters. I'm in the mood to be creative. I've only got one of these left that hasn't already been either ordered or made. So I'm going to put something on this one. Let's decide what glitters to go on it. God, that took forever. I was actually starting to annoy myself at one point because I just could not decide on the colours. Right, so bearing in mind, this is the colour of the tumbler. So the glitters I've gone for, I wanted to do more fine glitter than chunky, just because I just find it neater. I like to have a bit of chunky glitter in there to give it a bit of like texture and dimension, but I wanted it to be mostly fine. So these are the glitters I have gone for. Not that you're going to be able to see it that well on camera, but so the fine glitters are, this is a metallic lilac-y glitter. So this is called Holy Grail. This is actually a glitter that I no longer stock, so I'm really sorry, but this is called Rehab. This is also a lilac-y shade, but it has no metallicness. It's almost a sort of like satin finish, so it just adds a little bit of different texture to that one. This is, oh, I've picked up the wrong one. No, I haven't. This is Halo. You will not be able to pick this up on camera, but Halo is an opal iridescent kind of pearlescent glitter, but it has like a bluey purpley shift. So when it's mixed with these, like on the same tumbler, that it will give that cool tone, look really nice. And then I have got Luna, which I felt like that's a beautiful match. And then this is Mythical Maiden. Mythical Maiden is actually what I called a magical sparkle enhancer glitter, which basically means this whole collection, it doesn't add loads of color. Like, it's not super pigmented like a blatant blue. It's more of like it just really adds to the sparkle when mixed with other colors. But I thought, given that it's going on the top of a color so similar and having that like purpley bluey shift, I just thought that would add a little bit of something extra, especially because this style is meant to be quite like, you know, ethereal and whimsical. So that's what I've gone for. I need to prep the tumbler first. Always prep your tumbler. There we go, glitters are on. I feel really happy with how that's come out already, so fingers crossed it continues that way. So that needs to sit and cure now for, well, it will spin for about 2 hours because I used the fast set resin on that one. And then, yeah, I can come back and start doing the actual coats of epoxy and the Milky Way effect. Then I will show you the end result, so if you would like to see that, then please keep watching. Hope you love it as much as I do. That will be listed on the ready to ship section, so if you would like to purchase it for yourself, you can. I will link it in the description below. The images of that will also be listed on the custom Milky Way option, just to give you an idea of what the different colorways look like. In the meantime as well, I want to say a humongous thank you to everyone who has already placed an order for a Sparkly Stanley, whether it is a branded, unbranded, a resin swirl, glitter tumbler, Milky Way effect, all of them. I have been blown away by the orders up till this point. I've only really been comfortably doing them for maybe a month. So yeah, I'm blown away, and I really hope you love them as much as I do. So thank you so much. I am about to melt away, so I'm going to end this video here. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you, and I will see you in the next one.